is our brother. That party is for people from our village. Either you are with us or you are against us. This word sounds familiar, right? We often listen to them all the time in our families, neighborhoods, social media, and even in school. These words function like invisible rules, which often stop young people from thinking for themselves. Too many of us are taught to follow others in politics, not based on what we truly believe, but based on our community, on what our friends, family expect. We choose political parties based on ethnic identity, village ties, or emotional pressure. And slowly, we stop asking the essential questions. Let's take a simple example. In some parts of our country, there are villages without roads, without hospitals, without electricity or schools. And yet, some of the most powerful politicians were born there and have been in power for decades. These politicians have not only been incapable of implementing policies to develop the nation, but have also failed to develop their native villages. Still, people keep saying, let's support him, he is one of us. Even when there is no progress, no development, no justice, blind loyalty wins over truth, and the cycle continues. Also, in the opposition, we can find candidates who are supported not for their ideas, but because they come from the right ethnic group, from the right religion, or because of old networks. Again, few people ask, what are they really proposing? What have they done before? What is their vision for our country? And that's the real danger. This kind of tribal thinking and peer pressure is slowly killing honest political debates. Instead of choosing leaders based on competence, integrity, or vision, we follow them because of where they come from or because someone we trust told us so. This is not different from clientelism, nepotism, and tribalism that corrupts our society and destroy democracy. So how do we break free? How do we form our own opinion without being crushed by the weight of our social circle? First, by developing critical habits. Ask questions, even when it's uncomfortable. When someone says, he's one of us, he's our brother, respond. But what has he done for us? What has he done for our country? What has he done for our community? What is his vision for education? How does he plan to fight against youth unemployment? Critical thinking starts when you dare to interrupt inherited silence. Then, diversify your sources. Don't just read the one media your family watches. Don't just forward posts from one political group. Look for contrasting opinions. Read, listen, cross-check, follow debates. Expose yourself to arguments that contradict your way of thinking. Not to change your values, but to test their strength. This is not betrayal, it's intellectual honesty. Also, speak to people outside your circle. Talk to someone who disagrees with you. Pay attention to their arguments. you begin to see that opinions are often shaped by lived experiences. This will open your mind without diluting your convictions. Another key tip is to write down your ideas. When you write, you clarify. Ask yourself, what do I believe in? What kind of country do I want to help build? What qualities should a leader have? Once your inner compass is strong, the noise around you loses power. And yes, learn to say no. You are not selfish when you say, I'll prefer to think for myself. You are not arrogant when you say, I disagree. That's not rebellion, it's responsibility. And that's how real citizens are. History shows us it is possible. Nelson Mandela, for example, was a Xhosa. He could have easily played the ethnic card by favoring his people, by demanding loyalty only from his people. But he chose something higher, a vision of South Africa for all, not just for his group. Even when some in his own circle call him a traitor for not giving them more, he stood firm because justice mattered more to him than identity. That's the mark of true leadership, and is the kind of political maturity our generation must learn to admire. What I want you to understand is that political identity is not inherited, it is built. That a vote is not a family property, it's a personal responsibility. That to support someone just because they are one of us is to deny ourselves the right to dream bigger for our country. To be politically mature is to be guided not by fear or tribal ties, but by clarity of thought, by courage, by conscience. Supporting a leader should not mean saying he's my brother. It should mean saying he's the most capable. He's the one who can move this country forward. So, youth of my country, choose with clarity, choose with purpose, choose not to please others, but to move your country forward. Let your critical thinking be a weapon of construction, not destruction. Reject the ease of inherited loyalties. Resist the comfort of following the crowd. And above all, do not vote for a name, a tribe, or a familiar face. Vote for a vision. The future of our nation is not something to be handed down. It is something to be claimed. Stand tall, stand free, stand true. Make the kind of choice that your future self will thank you for. Make the right choice for yourself, for the next generation, for Cameroon.